Virginia. Enter the darkness of night and enter the Hokies to enter Sandman. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
It is the best entrance in college football. At night, Sandman. The Virginia Tech Hokies are rocking. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And, man, it doesn't take long for this defense to pick up right where they left off. The very first play of the game, they force another interception after 4 last week. They are seeing the football. You better take notice. If you want to throw against this defense, you better be very careful.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it. It's Pringle. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They'll run for it, and it's Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Mensah. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They get on the board first. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of a great field position.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Denmark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Run inside. It's Hawkins. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Ryan. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determining whether this team gets in the playoff.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. In the red area, it's Fletcher. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. Knocked off his feet.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Here's Mensah to throw. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Ryan. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen him the last couple weeks.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Unloads quickly. Snags it, and there's running room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Makes the grab in their space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Quarterback will keep it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Defense in press coverage. Mensah fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Ryan. Rushes on him. He gets away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. Quick release on the RPO. Turns it on at midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Hokies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Catch in the middle. It's Vaughn. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Man, anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throwing, Mensah. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Right on the money. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Oh, look at me. And now the hit knocks it loose. Scooped up by the kicking team. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Navy Midshipmen taking on the number 14 team, the Memphis Tigers.
And the Hokies will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Up now, here's second and long. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Canes want to move quickly. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Under fire. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Here's Mensa to throw. Now adjusting. Now he's looking into the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given him a great opportunity.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Druckenmiller. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Druckenmiller vibes, Paul.
Caught, and he's got room. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Fights off a defender. At the 40, there he goes. And runs through another guy. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Canes. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Baker. With the catch, it's Hawkins. Maybe some room here. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Hokies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Green. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Hokies are marching down the field. Here we go. Red, jet. Where did he go? Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Baker. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. The offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Hokies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TV.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Mensah. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of matchup somewhere else.
Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance, and there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Baker. Floats it out in space. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Overton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pringle. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Miami. They move on top here in the fourth. The Hurricanes back on top.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play, at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Denmark. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To get another look at this Hokie offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Running inside. It's Hawkins. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Motion from the back. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's Mensah to throw. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
One more play to pad the stats. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On the ground, it's Overton. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.